I'm a teacher
Mm-hmm.
teaching the ancient philosophy of the East, what is
Mm.
called as the Vedas,
Mm-hmm.
which talks about the law that governs life,
Mm-hmm.
the law that governs creation, the
Mm-hmm.
law that governs life, and the law that governs human life also. Knowing the law and understanding and obeying the law is very important for a human being. So we
Mm-hmm.
need to know the law, understand the law, and obey the law. That's the subject that I'm teaching.
So the meaning of life, pretty much, kind of.
Sorry?
The meaning of life, essentially. Would you describe you like a
The meaning
teacher?
of life is one aspect of it. The meaning
Interesting.
of life is just one part of it. The real thing that we want to teach is
Mm-hmm.
one is living,
Mm-hmm.
another is knowing how to live.
Mm-hmm.
One is earning a living,
Mm-hmm.
another is how to live. Earning a living doesn't mean the person knows how to live.
Mm.
And it's not natural. A human being has to learn it. Like
The living aspect of it.
the living aspect of it. Mm, you buy a gadget, user manual is given.
Right.
When you come into life, what is the user manual?
Interesting.
We can't just live life on our own randomly, pick up things here and there, somehow make some sense out of it and manage to live life is one way of living. Another way of living is there is the user manual that is already available. Make use of it.
So you're teaching people the user manual.
User manual.
And the user manual that you're teaching is inspired by the teachings of the East.
Yes.
And what are some of these teachings that you espouse?
For example,
Mm-hmm.
one of the law, the basic fundamental law that he talks about is
Mm-hmm.
no other species in creation has to make a choice. Only a human being has to make a choice. Again, I repeat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No other species in creation has to make a choice. A lion need not make a choice. It's set.
Mm-hmm.
A tiger need not make a choice. It's set. A cow need not make a choice. It is set. What to eat, what not to eat, when to eat, how much to eat, when to mate, when not to mate. Every aspect of life for all other species is known to them. When it comes to
Instinctually? Instinctually? Like,
instinctively.
mm.
In the case of a human being, everything has to be learnt. We don't know it. Therefore, on what basis we end up making our choices? Shakespeare says, one wrong choice is enough to make life fatal,
Yeah.
miserable.
Right.
Shakespeare says in all his plays, Shakespeare says one wrong choice is enough.
Mm-hmm.
And now we keep making choice after choice after choice. And then when things go wrong, we look for something outside and say, because of this person, I'm upset. Because of this situation, I'm upset. Because of this government, I'm upset. Because of things didn't happen in my way, I'm upset. So we always tend to find an external cause for me when I'm upset.
We scapegoat our problems.
Yes.
100% agree.
100%.
Yeah.
The law comes and says, you are in the situation because one is you didn't know how to make a choice. Second is every choice comes to you as a package and consequence.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I repeat. Number one, human beings has to make a choice. Number two, whatsoever choice you make comes as a package and has a consequence. Package means something in it you will like, something in it you will not like.
It's like a palette.
Yeah.
like a pallet, essentially.
Yeah.
It's
You don't know what
like a
you're
pallet.
gonna
You don't know what
get.
you're
No,
gonna get.
I come into America.
Yeah.
Something of it is pleasant.
Yes.
Something of it is unpleasant.
Mm.
Now, having come to America, I need to accept both.
Mm.
I go to any part of the world, it comes as a package. I go to South Africa, it comes as a package. I go to Singapore, it comes as a package. I go to Singapore, even by mistake, I put down a Singapore dollar bill, I will be punished.
Right.
Now I have to be, so whether I like it or not, having made the choice, I should accept the package.
Mm-hmm.
Human mind finds it very difficult to accept the package, number one. Number two, the consequence of it. One is the package, another thing is the consequence. Now, having made the choice, I have to necessarily go through the package and the consequence. When I'm going through the package and the consequence, I turn back and say, hey, this is not what I asked for. This is not what I bargained for. I got cheated. I didn't know. So it means when I made a choice, I wasn't aware of what I'm choosing. It means common sense. Should you have the knowledge before making choice or after everything is done?
Right. So are these teachings inspired by a religious text, or are they just secular teachings?
Secular teachings which some religions make use of.
Interesting. So your teachings are not inspired by one specific religion.
No, Vedas as such doesn't belong to a religion. That's where you find like I'm coming from India. Like all the so-called religions that originated from India will have a knowledge base, and the knowledge base is called Veda, which we are teaching, which I am teaching.
Veda.
Veda.
And Veda goes back thousands of years. I'm
Yes,
assuming.
thousands of years. Because the very word Veda itself means knowledge.
Veda means knowledge.
Veda itself means knowledge, to know. It comes from the, etymologically, it means to know, to be aware of, to be conscious of.
And
So-
who
so we
wrote
are-
these principles?
It's
Or it's
a-
accumulation?
it's accumulation of knowledge over a long period of
Period
time.
of
Just
time.
as
Got it.
science is not written by one person,
Right.
mathematics is not written by one person,
Yeah.
the knowledge of life and living is also not written by one person. It's a collection over, it's
Thousands
a collection
years,
of
yeah.
knowledge over thousands of years.
Yeah.
And every new generation keeps adding something to it.
Interesting.
That's where we say, like every generation, like I would add something to it. The next generation will add something to it because the situation changes, the environment changes, but the principle remains the same. And then we have to adapt the principle according to the time, the place, and the situation, the environment. So the knowledge itself keeps dynamically growing.
Right.
It's not a set maxims and mandates that has to be followed irrespective of the context. Then it's not knowledge.
Going back to this idea of package,
Yeah.
that's something I think I was grappling with a couple years ago. I was wondering why can't, because I think it highly has to do with humans, right?
Yes,
That's
exactly.
mainly humans.
Yes.
And something that was very difficult for me, I think, when I was younger is like, why can't people just do good things? Why can't they just make the right decisions?
Yes.
And I just never understood. And maybe it's because immaturity, naivety.
Yes.
And I realized, okay, there's good qualities about humans, but everybody has different qualities.
Yes.
Some person might be a very nice person, right? They might be very open and accepting, but as a result of being nice, maybe they're too naive.
Yes.
Right. And they make poor decisions based on that.
Exactly.
Maybe somebody's confident and they're very good, but they're very direct and straightforward.
Yes.
Right. And so how do you go about, because I'm sure there's tons of people out there that they refuse to accept the package.
Yes.
So how do you go about explaining to them and trying to get it through their skull?
Yes.
Hey, this is the truth.
Yes. How do you do that?
Yeah.
It's a thick skull. So
The thick skull,
it's a
yeah.
thick skull. So difficult to
get through.
To get it through. In order to do it effectively, the subject has to be learnt scientifically, systematically, methodically. It means we have to start from the basic anatomy. Just as science has a human anatomy, the Vedas also start with the human anatomy. It's a what you see as the physical is the external body, what we call as the gross body. Inside the gross body, we have two other equipments known as the mind and the intellect, which is called subtle body. Gross body means that which is seen by the others. Subtle body means you know you have it, which can't be seen by anybody else. This is these are all the fundamental anatomical, the anatomy that we need to know. Once you know the anatomy, when you are making a choice, then we will know which instrument should make the choice, which instrument should not be making the choice.
Okay.
Otherwise, what happens is it gets mixed up.
What do you mean by instrument? Like
For
anatomically or?
Yes.
Okay.
Like for example, eye is the instrument through which we see.
Right.
Nose is the instrument through which we smell. Each and every organ is an instrument. Similarly, mind and intellect is also an instrument. Mind means the house of emotions. Intellect means the capability to guide the emotions. So there are two facets. One is the emotions, another is the capacity to guide the emotions and the action.
Okay.
If the capacity to guide the emotions and actions is not developed, the emotions will start guiding the choices and the actions. And when emotion starts guiding the choices and actions, you will find the tremendous fluctuations. Why? Because the English word emotion itself comes from the root word motion. Etymologically, the English word emotion comes from the root word motion, means to move, to change. It means emotions by nature keeps moving, changing.
Right.
You cannot have a static emotion.
Like
It's against
logic.
the law.
Yeah.
It keeps moving, changing. Now, in and through these emotions that is moving and changing, I also need to be consistent. I also need to make some choices.
Right.
I also need. So it means I need to know how to balance the changing emotions, which the emotions want to know how to do it by itself. That's why nature has provided us with another instrument called the intellect. Everybody is born with the potential for intellect. Just as everybody is born with the potential for muscle. Nobody is born with muscle. We are all born with potential for muscle. More you exercise it, more you strengthen it.
So a big part of your job is teaching people how to balance these emotions
Yes.
and regulate them.
Yes. The major part of the teaching is regulate the emotions and guide the actions in accordance with the law. Second part of the teaching is self-discovery.
Self-discovery.
That I'm not coming, even though that is the main theme that I would love to talk. But even to come to the self-discovery part, you need a basic preparation.
Right.
The basic preparation is the ability to guide and manage the emotions and the ability to make the right choices. That's how it works.
Easier said than done, 100%. I said
Sorry?
easier said than done.
Yeah,
you know,
it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's learning, and no learning is easy.
No learning is easy.
No learning is easy. Learning driving isn't easy.
Yeah.
Learning swimming isn't easy. Learning cycling isn't easy. So any learning isn't easy. And emotion is natural. You don't have to learn emotion.
That's interesting. So self-actualization, this idea of self-discovery,
Yes.
you think that's that's the point of life?
That's the ultimate. Yes,
That's the
that is
ultimate
the point of life.
Do you think you can get there if you don't have a high self-esteem, or maybe you don't have shelter, or you don't have food and water met? Can you still look for your self-discovery if you don't have your basic needs met?
No, it's not possible.
Not possible.
It's not possible. So you need to at level number 1, we need to have these things covered up first.
Okay.
Basic needs.
The basic needs. Without attending to the basic needs, it is highly theoretical and dramatic to say
Then
you
I'm
can
gonna-
still achieve self-actualization. It doesn't work like that.
What would happen if somebody is just focusing on themselves? before meeting these basic needs?
Before meeting these basic needs, if they are able to do it, it means they're by design they are a minimalist.
A minimalist.
Yes, by design they are a minimalist, because by design they are a minimalist. They don't have that much of complexes or a need based, and then they don't compare themselves with people around. So that kind of human population is
Very low.
non-existent. Very little. And to talk about the exceptions, it doesn't make any. They're all exceptions.
Only
Yeah.
Batman. Only Batman. So
They're all exceptions.
Keon here describes you as a guru.
Yes.
Would you call yourself, like, what does that mean, the term guru? Because I know it's used a lot in India and
Yes.
in East Asian
Yes.
countries.
Yes. Few years back,
Mm-hmm.
the word guru found its way into the English dictionary.
Oh, it's by the English dictionary. now?
Yeah. So first thing I say is it's no more an Indian word. It has become an English word.
It's America. Yeah.
Because the word guru found its way in English dictionary a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
Management guru, sports guru.
Right.
There is
Lots of gurus. Yeah.
lots of guru. Guru
even
means one who teach.
Yeah.
Guru means one who can teach,
who
one who
can
can
teach.
educate.
He's a comedian guru.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
he's a-
not.
yeah.
He helps Keon all the time.
No,
right?
no.
Comedy.
So, a guru essentially isn't somebody who knows it all. It's basically somebody who's trying to teach something
Yeah.
to somebody.
Yes.
It's a teacher in essence.
Yeah, guru means a teacher.
It's just a fancy word for teacher.
Yeah, just it's a very ancient word.
It's an ancient word.
Eh,
Guru. Okay.
It's a very ancient what we call as the Sanskrit word, but now it has become more popular. But it doesn't have a spiritual meaning.
Does not have a spiritual.
No, it doesn't have a spiritual meaning. Guru means a teacher. Any subject if you teach, you become a guru of that subject.
Oh, really?
That's why we say management guru is a right terminology. Guru means a teacher. Some teach math, some teach science, some teach philosophy, some teach some teach agriculture. What about them? They are also the guru. So whoever teaches, guru. Father is the guru, mother is the guru. That's how it goes. Because everyone is teaching.
You don't feel it's disrespectful to call it a sports guru?
No,
No.
no, it's not
Interesting.
disrespectful. It's not at all disrespectful because the word itself means that.
A teacher.
Teacher.
It's understandable.
Word itself means a teacher. Now, some people have a misunderstanding or come from a conditioned background, or they want to give the word guru a holy tag.
It feels like that. Feels deep rooted.
Yeah.
So from that angle of conditioning, if you come from, they'll say, oh, it's blasphemous to use the word guru to everything. But then if you look at the meaning of the word, then it is right to use.
So we're all kind of gurus in our own ways.
Exactly. Correct.
Interesting.
That's why it's a very liberal term.
Right.
It's a very liberal term. So guru means one who can teach.
So as a guru, as someone who's taught a lot of people,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to regulating their emotions,
Yes.
what are some of the biggest challenges that people are facing?
The biggest challenge that people are facing is number one, guilt. Number two, complex.
Guilt and complex.
What kind of
Rest of the
complex?
emotions are there. Anger and fear, all that is there. All these emotions are there.
Right.
But in the hierarchy, I would always put guilt as
The
the
highest.
topmost.
Wow.
Guilt.
Yeah, guilt.
And is the guilt more selfish or is it selfless? Is the guilt centered around I should have done more or I could have done more to help the people around my life?
Guilt is an exaggerated overestimate of one's ability and not able to meet up to my own expectations. I whip myself. That's guilt. I have an overestimated image about myself. I pitch up myself far above my capabilities. I can supposing if I tell myself that, oh my God, India, in the country that I am from, has never produced a Wimbledon champion till now. I'm feeling guilty that as an Indian, I'm not able to.
It's your fault.
It's my fault. I should not. No, I have not done anything to my country. I should have done that.
Instead of watching cricket matches, you should have
Instead
been
of,
playing
I should have played
tennis.
tennis. Oh,
Yeah.
and even today we lost the match.
Right.
Even today we lost the match to England. Even
England,
after
test
scoring
match,
5
yeah.
centuries.
Oh, you watch cricket? Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Nice. Yeah.
Indian.
I love the sport. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a cricket player too.
Yeah.
He is actually.
I'm a fast
Yeah.
bowler. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, great. Well,
Yeah.
When I walked in, when I saw the ball, I
Yeah.
understood. Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody is
yeah.
interested in cricket.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel guilty. Now, does it make any sense?
Right. No, it makes sense because it's basically an unrealistic expectation
About your own
about
self.
your own self.
About your own self.
But it's rooted in the past.
Yes.
That's interesting to me. It's rooted in the past because we have past, present, and future.
Yes.
Do you feel the past takes more precedence on people than the future?
Yes. The mind goes on reliving the past again and again and again and keep whipping itself.
Yeah.
It is just reliving the past and this reliving the past is of it is just a waste of human energy.
Because you can't change it.
You can change it. That's where the knowledge is there. Nature has provided with the right instrument. If we build that instrument with the right knowledge, it can be changed. Yes. Without it cannot be changed.
Right.
So how would somebody overcome guilt? What are some steps that they can take?
For example, logically speaking,
Mm-hmm.
the first step that one should understand about guilt is what is my capability and what am I expecting from myself? What is the gap?
So
More
awareness.
the gap, more the guilt. Self-awareness.
Mm-hmm.
A capacity to understand my ability of today and not punish myself for my current abilities. Instead of aspiring to make me more and more efficient, I keep whipping myself because I am not efficient.
Mm-hmm.
I can make an effort to become more efficient. I can make an effort to become a better person. Instead of focusing on what I need to do to become better, I will start whipping myself that I am not better.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you will not be better unless you have done that effort. That is the step number 1 to understand guilt. The second thing that to understand about guilt is the conditioning which is producing the guilt.
Right.
We all come from a conditioning, and that conditioning means undigested knowledge. Conditioning means you have started to believe something without questioning it, verifying it. When you start believing in something without questioning it and verifying it, that turns into conditioning, and that conditioning is the cause for
Guilt?
the guilt. Because I do something and then I feel my conditioning will come and tell me I should not have done that.
Mm.
So now what do I do? And this is so frustrating to me. The only way to overcome that is people turn into a rebel
Against themselves?
against themselves. In order to now they don't know that they are rebelling against themselves. They will want to rebel against the system. They will want to rebel against the norms. Why? Because they have not understood it. They didn't understand the meaning, the purpose, the limitation of it. Without understanding any of it, they took it for granted as the right thing and they followed it. But then the reality of life tells them that it cannot be done like that.
Interesting.
It creates guilt, and they whip themselves, they whip everybody around for no reason.
Right.
So the second part you said was complex.
Complex.
That's insecurity.
Yes, complex is when I position myself far below my capacity. That is one kind of complex.
Inferiority.
Inferiority. Correct. When I position myself far above my capacity,
Superiority.
superiority. Rarely a human being, very rare is to find a human being who doesn't have these two.
Donald Trump.
They'll keep. No.
45th, 47th president. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. I want to catch the flight tomorrow.
You want to make it back safe, yeah.
I want to go back.
Nothing to be said here.
I want to get into the flight tomorrow.
Yeah.
Understand.
He's gonna make you mediate Iran and Israel conflict. An Indian man is gonna solve the Israeli conflict. So why do people have this obsession of
Yes.
comparing themselves to other people? I understand naturally, it makes sense, you
Yes.
know, instinctively we want more resources, but
Yes.
why are all of us constantly obsessed with this idea of being better than other people?
Yeah. It's a good clarification. Human beings,
Mhm.
self-awareness and awareness of environment around them is very high. Other species don't. Their self-awareness is less, and the awareness of their environment around is also very less. Therefore, by default, they will not compare. Human beings' self-awareness is more, and the awareness of the environment is also more. For example, I'll give a simple example. If there are two sister cows, one sister cow will not look at the color of the other sister cow and say, why I am not having that color? One. Second, one sister cow will not look at the other sister cow and say, oh my God, when she can give 5 liters of milk, I am useless. I am giving only 2 liters of milk. They will never do that because their self-awareness is less and the environmental awareness is also less. In the case of the human being, the self-awareness is more and the environmental awareness is also more. So naturally what will happen is comparisons will come. To tell the person don't compare is like telling an angry man don't get angry.
Mm-hmm.
Bound to happen.
It's bound to happen. Now, having said that it is natural, that it's bound to happen, we can train ourselves to ourselves not to do that.
And that requires the conditioning you were speaking
Yes,
of.
that requires the knowledge, the questioning the knowledge, verifying the knowledge, and testing it out, and then seeing it is working. When I do all these experiments with the knowledge, then I know it works. A conviction in the knowledge, because of the conviction in the knowledge, and the knowledge tells me that a fish cannot judge its ability to climb the tree. Supposing the fish were to judge its ability about climbing the tree, it will be always a useless.
Right.
It will be always useless only. My teacher always used to tell me that. I just remember this. He says, about life you have to understand one thing. He always says, chicken also flies, pigeon also flies, eagle also flies.
Interesting.
One will not want to become the other one. Comparison is because of what now? Comparison is because of all human being has a sense of inadequacy inside. Something limitations inside. I always feel that I am inadequate about something. Inadequate means I am not having it, and if I have it, I'll be all right. If I am not having it, if I have it, I'll be all right.
Isn't that just greed, though?
When it goes out of control, it becomes greed.
Interesting.
So all these emotions, when it goes out of control, when we say out of control, means out of control of intellect. Eating is natural. Gluttony is unnatural.
Right.
Supposing if I say, don't be a glutton is a necessary thing. Either I'll be a glutton or I will starve to death. Mind moves in extremes. Based on this, you understand, you get a clue to the human mind. The clue to the human mind is what? you understand, mind moves in extremes. Mind is
Right.
like the pendulum.
It is. It swings in.
That's
Yeah.
a great point.
The golden
Why
clock,
is that? Is that just anatomically? Our brain
Yes.
is just wired like that?
that's how it is.
We always say the truth is somewhere in the middle.
Middle, yes, it is in the middle.
Yeah.
Interesting. I never thought
But
about it.
naturally,
Yeah.
we sway one way or the
We
other.
sway, or we sway because it is natural to sway. It is difficult to keep it in the middle.
Balance.
Yes, balanced. For example, if discipline is natural to human being, education is not required.
Right.
Great point. The reason why we need education is because
Because
man
of-
by nature is not disciplined,
Yes.
and it gives a structure, right?
It gives. Therefore, supposing if discipline is very natural, I will become jobless. Because nobody needs to be told. Everybody will know
Yeah.
what to do.
Yeah.
Everybody will know what to do, what not to do. But then to be disciplined is not natural. Natural doesn't mean
Yeah.
natural doesn't mean it's right.
Mm-hmm.
Again, another problem that we have is suppose okay, Arvind, then you are saying that it is natural. Why not just leave it like that? Natural doesn't mean it's right either. Why? Because it is self-destructive.
We're not animals. We're not animals.
We are not animals.
Right.
We are not animals.
The natural thing an animal would just do.
Yes. And it is not self-destructive because it is disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no animal can eat when it is not hungry. A human being alone can eat even when he is not hungry to please somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I go to a place, they give me something to eat. I am not at all hungry, but I have to please that person. Now, everything in creation works differently. A human being alone has a different
Right.
way of functioning. It means this knowledge is required to whom? This knowledge is required only to a human being. Therefore, if you see, why are we comparing
Yeah.
the sense of inadequacy? Number one. Number two, lack of self-analysis.
Lack of self-analysis.
Lack of self-analysis.
But can't that go against you? Can't you be overly critical in your analysis?
No, self-analysis doesn't mean critical. Self-analysis means knowing my nature, knowing what I can do, knowing what I cannot do. In knowing what I can do, I will put in all my sincere efforts. Knowing what I cannot do, I will trust somebody in that.
You can draw parallels there, right?
Yes.
You can draw parallels to the guilt.
Yes.
And that's interesting. So with this guilt, so history repeats itself, right? And so do you think this idea of how to fix the guilt
Yes.
is also the route of how to build a more successful future?
Yes. Correct.
Wow.
If you want to have a if you want to have a successful future,
Yeah.
two things are required. One is the adequate material wealth.
Mhm.
Second is the right mental state to enjoy the material wealth that I have. Again, I repeat, one is having the wealth.
Mhm.
Another is the capacity, the right mental health
Mhm.
to enjoy that wealth. So either people don't have wealth and suffer, or they have wealth and suffer.
Right.
Either way, either it's only suffering. Like in the university classes where I teach this subject of Vedas, Vedanta, I always say there are only two categories of human beings: illiterate, agitated, depressed mind.
Repeat that.
Illiterate,
Illiterate,
agitated, depressed mind.
depressed mind.
Yes.
Interesting.
Or replace the word illiterate with literate. The other three remains the same.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It means the knowledge and whatsoever we are gaining is not providing us with the material, with the strength to acquire material abundance without the stress and enjoy the material abundance without the stress.
It's not possible.
It looks like almost it's not
Yeah.
possible. But the knowledge says it is possible provided
Okay.
you go through the prescribed training and study and What I meant by prescribed training is listening to it, questioning it,
Mm-hmm.
understanding it, and then in your own little way, start verifying it. That's how it works.
Mm.
Verifying it.
Yeah.
How would you go about doing that?
In your everyday experiences.
Mm-hmm.
When you are living your experiences, you choose to say, okay, let me, I've been hearing this, let me try it out here.
Small things. It doesn't
Small
need to
things.
be big.
Yeah, small things. Yeah. You should never start with big things, always baby steps.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Start with baby steps. You verify here, you verify there, and then you know how it is bringing a change. Then you know how this knowledge works. Then you continue to study more, you continue to verify more. That's how you grow.
As a student, how have you applied some of his teachings in your daily life? Not to put you on the spot like that.
I think the biggest thing that he's been teaching me has been so I deal with anxiety and stress and stuff like that a fair amount, and I think I've always fought it. Like I've always tried to change it. I've been anxious about I've always I'm taking a class right now. I'm like, oh, I have to do this and I have to write this essay. I have to make sure that the professor that I'm with he coached the Olympians. And so I needed to develop a relationship with him. I have to develop a relationship with, all my the students in the class. And there's a billion other expectations. And so for me, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be like that. I shouldn't be stressed out. I shouldn't be anxious. I need to fix it. And I need to write down my thoughts and fix everything. And he's been saying this entire time, don't fight it. It's okay. You expect yourself to feel anxious, expect yourself to get depressed, get excited. I'm reaching out to someone, there's a girl that I'm interested in. I'm excited about it, and I feel like I shouldn't be. I should be more objective, and I should be more I shouldn't be this illogical about it. He's like, don't expect yourself to be illogical. It's natural to feel all these things about it. And I don't know, you can explain better than I can.
It is very important to know which aspect of the knowledge should be applied in which context.
Yeah, you can't apply math.
You can't, yes.
In
You
cricket
can't apply
games
math. Yes,
sometimes,
you
but
can't.
yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
Sometimes you just have to
Go with the flow.
break.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to break. Sometimes you have to obey. Sometimes you need to play by the rule book of the cricket. Sometimes
You can do ball tampering a little bit,
yes,
you can bite the ball. Scrub it a little
Sometimes the rule
bit.
book says, sometimes the rule
Yeah.
like how they play in these T20s now.
T20s, you don't like it?
Yeah, no, I like it
Yeah.
because of the sheer improvisation.
Right.
The way that
Yes. There's no structure like
there's
test
no
cricket.
structure.
Right.
In my days, when I was watching cricket, even just that, if somebody hits a six
It's like a home run, yeah.
over the covers,
Cover drive, yeah.
yeah, it's like, oh God, that man hit a six over covers.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Today, it's like a child's play. Today, it's like we could have never ever thought a person can hit a six over third man.
Sweep shot, yeah.
You
Scoop, yeah.
we never thought the scoop will happen. Yeah, you want to hit somewhere, it can take an edge and go six. That we are not talking. A person has deliberately invented that shot, played that shot, and mastered it. So it means we can always need to know in some areas I should be stressed. I should be stressed, and it is natural to be stressed. I should know that. In some areas I don't want to be stressed. I should know that. Like in the classroom, when I'm studying, it's okay to be stressed. When I go into the examination room to write that exams, I shouldn't be stressed.
Separation.
Because if I'm stressed here and did everything rightly, I used to tell this in the school, in the universities, one whole year of preparation is determined by that 3 hours. 3 hours is where you write
the exam,
exams.
yeah.
That whole year of work, how effectively you have done that will show in that 3 hours of exams.
Those 3 hours, yeah.
If you have done this rightly, that 3 hours will be very relaxing. I said that's how I said that's how it used to be for me. That day I will be the most relaxed on the exam date. I will sleep. I will wake. I will not carry books. I will not sit there and read till the last minute. Even those who are reading, I'll pull out their books, keep playing. They say irritated. They say, rest of the time you should do. So that 3 hours, getting stressed in that 3 hours is meaningless, because where I should have gotten stress, I didn't get stress. I should have attended the classes when I attend the classes. So, in some areas, I should get stress. In some areas, I should not get stress. Like when I'm facing the fast bowler, I should not get stressed. Because I should have
Facing me, you should get stressed. You should be very stressed. 90 miles.
Trust
Yeah.
me, don't believe him.
Interesting. I like that, because a lot of times, at least in Western cultures, a lot of the self-help is based around escaping your emotions. So
Yes.
like, how can you feel happy constantly?
Yes.
And I don't think that's a good thing. If you're
No.
constantly feeling happy, that means you're not encountering enough challenges.
Yes.
So it's okay to have those times where you do feel sad.
You will necessarily feel sad, because, as I said in the beginning, if a person is constantly happy 24/7, 365 days, that person is stuck somewhere. That person must, a healthy mind is oscillating mind is a healthy mind.
An oscillating mind is a healthy mind. What does that mean?
Meaning, I should feel angry, I should feel joy, I should feel some stress. I should be experiencing all these things. Only difference that I should know is none of this should drive my choices and actions. Going through this is not a problem. Experiencing these emotions is not a problem at all, because we are all designed to go through these experiences. Why? I'll tell you the simple logic of it. Joy and sorrow, happiness and unhappiness differ in degree, not in kind. Heat and cold differ in degree, not in kind. To put it very simply,
Under the same umbrella?
under the same umbrella.
Right.
Under the same umbrella. They don't differ in kind. The deer and the lion differ in kind.
They do, right. Yeah.
They differ in kind. Amongst the deer, there is a degree of difference.
They don't differ in kind amongst
Yes,
the deer, yeah.
there's no different kind. Therefore, we need to understand the difference. What is the difference? Joy and sorrow, happiness or unhappiness don't differ in kind, they differ in degree. It means for me to experience happiness, I must have a prior experience of sorrow.
Right. Comparison.
If I am thirsty, I can enjoy the water. Supposing if I am not at all thirsty, it's not that I have conquered thirst. I have become incapacitated to enjoy a glass of water. So where the biggest problem in the modern way of thinking about the mind is, where they say we want to be excited all the time, we want to be happy all the time, we want to be in the pleasurable state all the time. I said all this will happen only when you are emotionally stuck at a point. It means you are having a psychological problem. A fluctuating person is a normal person. Like imagine a person who is stuck in crying 24/7.
Right.
Imagine a person who is just laughing 24/7.
Yeah.
We will say he'll not have, we will say,
He's an oddball.
no, he needs some help.
Yeah.
He's a prodigy in comedy.
We'll say that man needs some
Yeah.
help. No.
Struggle is beautiful.
Yeah, it has to be there.
Right.
When I'm struggling, stress will come naturally. There will be an element of stress, there will be an element of anxiety, all that is natural. And these are all the things that motivates itself. Now what happened is, all that is motivating is seen as anti-life. All that is an effect wants people, they want the effect to become the cause. Like, for example, happiness, stability, stress free is an effect, not a cause. When you are doing things, when you are doing
Right.
things rightly, fluctuations will happen.
Yeah.
For example, you do a business. Nobody does business for making a loss. Everybody does business only for profit.
Right.
It's common sense.
Unless you're Amazon or something.
And
Yeah.
it's fully common
For
sense.
tax purposes, yeah.
Nobody can
Right.
do it. Nobody can do it.
Yeah.
Now, where they will, where the problem comes is when I say, under all circumstances, only profit. Under no circumstances, loss should come.
Right.
Then what happens? Most of the time, I'm so stressed because I'm anticipating a loss, I am fearing a loss, and I'm worried about a loss will
Yeah.
come. And by anticipating a loss, fearing the loss, worrying the loss, I end up making a loss.
Yeah. You're so hyper focused
So
on it.
hyper focus on that.
Yeah.
That's called the law of reverse attraction.
Law of reverse reaction.
Law of reverse attraction.
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 Reverse
Yes.
attraction. Interesting.
Simple example.
Right.
I'll give you what is reverse attraction means. A 100 feet wide road, no traffic, 4 miles stretch. The child is learning to ride a bicycle. It starts riding the bicycle. It has learned the bicycle. It starts riding the bicycle. As it rides a bicycle, it sees at a mile distance a boulder on the corner of the road. First thought that goes into the child is what?
I don't want to hit the boulder.
Exactly correct. And in what direction the cycle will start moving?
To the corner.
Towards that boulder. And then it will come and say, I said I didn't want. I didn't
Yeah.
want to hit the boulder. I didn't want to hit the boulder, but I ended up
Hitting the boulder.
hitting the boulder. That's called the law of reverse attraction.
That's happened. Yeah. That's happened to
That's
me
how it
for sure.
happens.
Yeah.
That's how it happens.
Yeah.
That's how it
It happens to me
happens.
when I bat. You know, I'm
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
yeah,
It
like
happens.
I'm
I
gonna
remember
get
when I
out.
was
I'm
a
gonna
kid,
get out. Yeah.
I was riding a BMX bike and I was jumping ramps.
Yeah.
And the first time I was like, I don't want to fall. I want to be cool in front of my friends. I want to be cool. I go, boom, eat it. That's just the way it goes, huh?
Because it's a law of reverse. Now, that most of the time people wanting success is more of the fear of failure.
Yeah.
The fear of failure
drives you. Yeah.
drives. Now, that is not the way to look for success. The way to look for success is, I don't fear failure. Any number of times I fail, I'll bounce back. That strength comes through the knowledge and understanding. That strength will be your protector. Because you can never avoid falling, but then you can bounce back fast. Again, my teacher used to give this example. There are 2 types of falling, he'll say. One is you can fall like a golf ball. Another is you can fall like a lead iron plate. The golf ball bounces back, the iron plate just sits there. So, we fear loss and then we believe success is to overcome the fear. Like we fear poverty, therefore I want to become rich. I fear loneliness, I want a person with me. So most of our actions are driven by not having it is making it so painful, therefore I want it. Not so I'm all the more I'm hyper focused on not having it, not having it, not having it. So by the law of reverse attraction, what happens? I end up getting that again and again and again. People turn back and say, all the knowledge doesn't work. I have tried it enough number of times. I wanted profit, but I end up making it. I wanted this, but I end up in the opposite side. I wanted to be on this side. I ended up on the opposite side. What is the reason? The reverse attraction.
That's interesting. So a lot of people look for a life partner. You know,
Yes.
romantically, they want to be with somebody for the rest of their lives.
Yes,
For the most part.
exactly.
And I would say I'm guilty of this. Like the times when I feel lonely, I'm like, wow, it must feel nice to have somebody by your side who truly loves you. But then by your point, am I making the right rational thought in that moment? Am I, because I'm driven by the fear of not having that person, but isn't that natural?
That fear will be there. I should understand. I will conquer the fear, but not hide the fear by bringing in a person.
Okay, interesting.
There has to be intent behind it.
Yes, I will bring the person, but I don't fear that. Supposing if I fear loneliness, because of fearing the loneliness, I bring a person, I will suffocate the other person.
Yeah,
That
that's
can be
true.
the cause.
Yes. So
Interesting.
I will hold the person. I will say you must not leave me. I will
Yeah.
say what are you doing?
Become
You
a
must report
simp,
to me
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah,
You're not comfortable with
You are-
yourself.
Yes, because the problem is with me,
Right.
not with the person.
Yeah.
Right.
So correct me if I'm wrong. All these teachings that you're telling us right now, it tells me that one of the biggest problems in life is comparison,
Yes.
but also one of the biggest pros in life is comparison,
Yes.
right? Because without comparison, you wouldn't be able to say, hey, I need to fix myself. This person
Exactly correct.
seems like they're doing this correctly. How can I learn to do that?
Exactly correct. That is where we say it is the heightened self-awareness and the environmental awareness will bring comparison.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know what to compare, what not to compare.
Yeah. The balance,
It's a balance.
yin and yang.
Supposing if I tell the person don't compare at all, it's like telling don't feel hungry at all.
Yeah. It's
It's
impossible.
unnatural.
Yeah.
How can you not feel hungry? You will feel hungry. But then you can only say don't do it rightly.
Yeah.
And what is doing it rightly means I need to learn it.
I have a question for you on this concept of a life partner.
Yes.
I'm sure you've heard this
Yes.
saying, like, opposites attract.
Yes.
Do you think there's truth to that? Do you think two people that have the exact same personality, they're both extroverted, love being social,
Yes.
basically are the same person in a female's body,
Yes.
can they last for the
Yes.
rest of their lives?
Great question.
That would be very difficult
Why is that?
because emotion wants to be compensating. Compatibility means compensating. If
Huh.
if one person is getting excited,
Yeah.
the other person should be able to bring that excitement down
God
so that
damn.
there is
Yeah.
natural.
I
Right.
agree.
Suppose if both are getting
Yeah.
excited,
Yep.
It's like the pendulum. Yeah. Yeah.
if both are getting excited, it's a problem. If both are not getting excited,
That's also a problem.
again there is a problem.
Yeah.
That's where we say there has to be the compatibility. What is the compatibility? A person of a nature should be able to be wise enough to find the right one.
Yeah. And it's difficult because naturally in the beginning,
Yes.
you find someone that's like you. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, they like the same things.
Exactly.
They get excited by the same stuff. They agree with me politically.
Yes.
There's so many pauses, but you talk to the person for 3 months, 6 months,
It gets
and then when you get in arguments,
Yes.
it's like you guys are both going head to head because you believe the same thoughts. You're
Yes.
the same emotion based,
exactly correct.
right?
That's where we say it shouldn't be. Like for example, if if I like cricket,
Mm.
if I like sports, better the other person doesn't like sports because I can have a subject of conversation.
Yeah.
If not, clash.
Right.
If you're
Who
both
has-
sports fans, yeah.
Supposing
It destroys peace.
Yeah, it destroys peace. That becomes a big problem. Like so,
Mhm.
supposing you say, okay, I like Federer. Nowadays they're all gone. Like I like Federer, and my partner likes Djokovic. Enough for a divorce.
Not for a divorce.
I have a new requirement for my wife now. You gotta hate cricket. You gotta hate the sport of cricket unless I'm not talking to you. Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, it makes for conversation.
Yeah.
If we want to have a relationship, partner means where we can have a relationship, exchange emotions, meaning when I am upset, the other person should not be upset. When the other person is upset, I should not be upset.
Yeah.
It can happen only when both are not fighting about the same thing.
I think a lot of marriages have fallen apart because people
Yes.
try to make it work.
Yes.
And maybe it's never meant to work because you're going against the natural
Yes.
tendencies.
We go against a natural tendency.
And you can't fight nature.
can't fight
You can't.
The most
Yeah.
of the marriages fail
Yeah.
not because of lack of love, it because of excessive love.
Excessive love.
Yes.
Too much.
Too much love.
Really?
Yeah. Too much love is painful and suffocating.
Yeah. Hopeless romantics.
Yes. It is the first 2-3 weeks. Somebody saying good morning, good night, good morning, good night. It's pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool, yeah.
For 2-3 weeks, it's very nice. 3 months later, it's scary to wake up.
Good morning.
Oh my God, good morning is there. I have to respond. And if I don't respond, it becomes too complicated.
Yes.
So it means it is love that goes in excess. What is excessive love? Okay, to put it very simply, have you ever observed lovers spy on each other?
Yeah.
It's such a deep-rooted function of the mind. Lovers mean they should trust each other.
Yes.
Lovers means they should not lovers spy on each other. Why do they spy on each other? Because
Obsession.
because their
insecure.
love stems from the deep sense of insecurity.
Right, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because it's coming from the deep sense of insecurity, there is always a doubt that is lingering in spite of the emotion. Then what happens? How long can I hide that? Few months I can hide that. Few years I can hide that. One day, all that I have been suppressing
Right.
will come out.
100%.
Yeah, it comes out. And then the problem starts. Oh, you have been keeping inside you for so long. You have been cheating with me for so long. You are not honest with me for so long.
Right.
How did you do? Then say, no. What I meant is something else. By the
Yeah.
time we even think of reconciling, we know that it has gone too difficult. And the easiest solution that human beings have found nowadays is
Divorce?
you go your way, I go my way.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be that way.
It shouldn't be that way.
Right.
Wait, but then what do you do though in a situation where let's say two people that are like 90% similar get married, they have kids,
Yeah.
and they're having problems.
Yes.
Can
Once-
can they make it work?
Yes, they should make it work because it's not about my emotion alone.
It's about the kids and
Yeah, because it's a whole lot of responsibilities that has already come in.
Mm.
Now, it is the most traumatic thing for the child is to see the parents fighting about them.
It's
About the
traumatic.
child.
Yes, the most traumatic thing for a child is like I have a daughter.
Mhm.
She's 22 years old. The most traumatic thing for her is what? If me and my wife starts fighting
In front of her.
in front of her about her. You keep her. I don't want her.
Right.
You keep her. I don't want her. She'll say, no. 2 days I want to do my stuff. You keep her. She's going back thinking that
I'm the problem.
I'm the problem.
Yeah.
Now, so all these things I should have, this is what I call as package and consequence. I'm going back one full circle to the first point.
Right.
Before making the choice, I should have thought about all these things.
100%.
Having made the choice, it's no more about me alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's no more about me. It's not a moral, ethical dilemma. It's a responsibility that I have towards the ecosystem also.
You have to suffer the consequences.
Yes, I have to put up with it, and through knowledge and understanding, I can
Overcome.
make it work. I can
Absolutely.
overcome it, and I can make it work, but not in the way that people are trying to make it work nowadays.
No, they're
It won't
just
work.
splitting up for
They are splitting up. Not they say no. I can parent all by. I can parent all by myself. Nature has created single parenting for other species.
yeah.
For human species, single parenting
Two-parent
is
household.
unnatural.
So what do you think if one spouse maybe commits a sin, maybe they cheat, maybe they beat them? What's the solution then?
The solution is to ensure that under any circumstances, cheating or hitting is not allowed acceptable.
Yeah.
I'm
The worth.
yes,
Your self-worth.
yes, that is not that cannot be done. Having said that, in a relationship, in an emotional state, at times a few things can happen like this. I need to ensure that develop a maturity so that I will not create it again.
Attempting to fix the problem.
Yes, rather than telling the other you should change.
Yeah.
Do you think dating culture is to blame for the marriage problems that people have? Even the idea or concept of dating
Yeah.
itself, of being
The-
with multiple people
yeah.
before marriage.
Yes, the marriage failure is because instead of marriage is not seen as a sacred responsibility. Marriage is seen for happiness,
Mm.
Pleasure. Yeah.
pleasure. Where came the problem of marriage is pleasure is seen for happiness. Now, if I see marriage is for my happiness, I have converted the other into an object of my happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're using the person.
Yes, I'm using that person for my happiness.
Yeah.
So similarly, the other also uses me for their happiness. Now we both become abusers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's an ever-ending circle. You cannot
Yes,
escape it.
You cannot escape. So the other way is we understand marriage we need because of just as there are physical needs, there is emotional need.
Yeah.
The need to give love and the need to receive love.
Living for that person.
Yes, I need to do that.
Yeah.
When I need to do that, I have to give love from somebody, I have to receive love from somebody. Then I know that I must be grateful to that. Someone is helping me out, I must be grateful to that. Ingratitude, when I am having gratitude to the other, when I am being thankful to the other, I will have the mental strength to overlook a few things.
Right.
And
It's not
accept
putting up
the
with it.
package,
Yes,
right?
accept
yeah.
the package. It's not putting up with that nonsense. It is. I'm not putting up with it. I'm not being weak about it. It's not. It's not. I'm being upset about it. In my head, I give that elastic limit because I have the mental strength to accommodate a few things.
Yeah.
A few words I can accommodate. A few expressions of emotions I can accommodate. All this is becoming a problem because society that is looking for constant happiness becomes an intolerant society. A human being looking
very
for
good point.
constant happiness becomes an intolerant
Intolerant.
human being.
Wow.
This is the law of life.
Looking at Eastern and Western marriages,
Yeah.
what's the biggest problem Eastern and what's the biggest problem in Western?
Now it's the same problem.
Same
everywhere.
problem.
It's the same problem everywhere. The way they get married is different.
Okay.
It's the same problem everywhere. The problem of excessive,
Love.
the problem of excessive love.
Really, both ways.
Khalil Gibran wrote a beautiful book
Okay.
called The Prophet. He's a very good, very famous thinker, Khalil Gibran. He wrote a famous book called The Prophet, and he wrote that book when he was 22 years old. One of the fascinating books, The Prophet,
Yeah.
Khalil Gibran. Catch hold of it and read whenever you get a chance.
Okay. The prophet.
In that, people ask him about various questions. That's the olden day podcast style.
Okay.
They ask him questions and he keeps answering.
Q&A
and,
session,
And,
yeah.
and somebody recorded it.
Wow.
They will not say Khalil Gibran, they say Al Mustafa said, Al Mustafa said. So very one of the fascinating
Right.
books on the human nature, how to understand life, live life. In that, they talk about, the question is, talk to us about marriage. For which Khalil Gibran says, marriage is a temple standing on two pillars. If the pillar comes too close, it will collapse. If the pillar
Wow.
goes too far away, it collapses. He
Has-
puts it
yeah.
in such a poetic, he puts it in such a beautiful way. Khalil Gibran.
That is
If-
beautiful.
Wow,
man.
we even need moderation in human beings.
Yes. He said if the pillar gets too close,
Yeah.
marriage is a temple resting
Makes
on
sense,
two
right.
pillars. If the pillars gets too close, it falls.
Collapses.
If it goes far away,
Can't
again it collapses.
Yeah.
So marriage is we should know the right distance.
Yeah. It's a very difficult
Not
task.
knowing that right distance is the problem of marriage breaking down, east or west. Yeah, there are habitual differences, there are cultural differences.
on how you get married.
How you
right.
get married.
But
That's
there's
the difference between east and west. But then when it comes to the human mind, there is no eastern mind and the western mind. Mind is the same wherever it is.
how about divorce? Because I mean, you correct me if I'm wrong, but divorce rates are lower
Yes,
Eastern.
yes, it's very low there.
Why is that?
Comparatively very low because they are willing to let go of some personal things for the cause of the larger unit. The larger unit is the family.
Mm-hmm.
Family doesn't mean me and my partner.
Mm-hmm.
Family means me, my partner, the kids, and the extended family.
Right.
So it means at any decision that they take, they always think about 20-25 people's emotions. 20-25 people's emotions, their background, their hurt, the pain, and all that. Then they think, oh my God, is it worth hurt? Is my anger worth hurting 25? Most of the times we know it's just ego playing.
Absolutely.
So they are willing to let go of that, which makes it last longer, and the divorce rates are comparatively less. Because it's seen on a anything survives through sacrifice.
Do you feel like Eastern marriages are happier than Western marriages because they consider other people?
It is supposed to be so. In the few cases that I have seen, yes, because happiness comes through sacrifice. When you are sacrificing, like for example,
100% agreed. Yeah.
you have a chocolate, you can have it, you can enjoy having the chocolate. When somebody comes there for the chocolate, you give the chocolate and you see that person enjoying the chocolate. What is your enjoyment?
Watching them enjoy it.
Watching
Yeah.
them enjoy. Aren't you having a superior enjoyment?
It feels good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the happiness comes out of sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
When you are sacrificial, there are vulnerabilities. There is little bit of it can be taken for a ride, etc. But the inner strength allows you to discount that. We'll say, hey, it's okay. It's not a big deal that where it has to be. It's not something that requires the marriage to be
Dissolved.
dissolved. Stable society comes from a stable family. Stable family comes from the stable individual.
Right.
Because family is a group of individuals. Group of families put together is the society. So at the end of the day, it is nothing but a group of individuals
Coming together. Right.
coming together. That's all it is.
So in a way, divorce can conclude why the U.S. is all over the place.
Yes.
Wow,
I agree. Yeah.
that's pretty insane.
So Keon mentioned he's pursuing marriage.
Yes.
What are some things he should look for in a partner?
Yes.
Anybody.
you-
Anybody. What should we look for in
Yeah.
a life partner?
Yeah. The first thing is there has to be some like.
Attraction.
Yes. Yeah. There has to be some attraction.
Doesn't need to be physical.
No, doesn't need to be physical.
Interesting.
There has to be some attraction, what we call as compatibility.
Mm-hmm.
The first reason, the first factor that a person should consider is some like, some compatibility. Second factor is some kind of familiarity in lifestyle, cultures,
Socioeconomic.
socioeconomic. It becomes easy.
Yeah.
So like values,
No.
shared values.
No, not shared values, because values are universal. Values are universal.
Okay.
Like I can never say the Eastern sacrifice is superior, Western sacrifice is inferior. Sacrifice is a sacrifice as a value is universal everywhere. But where we consider is, like for example, I have been getting used to eating a particular type of food for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And if the person that I'm marrying comes from a totally different background where their type of eating food is different, in the first few months it will look very comfortable. No, we have thought about it, we are okay with it, all that they talk.
Mm-hmm.
In 6 months time it starts with a problem there. So first thing is there has to be a like to the other. I can't just go and marry anybody. It doesn't matter. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
There has to be some attraction,
Yeah.
some physical attraction, some emotional attraction. All that is that is very critical, but it cannot be the only deciding factor.
Attraction cannot be the only deciding
Yes,
factor.
attraction alone should not be the deciding factor, because what I can get attracted to, I will lose interest very fast.
Right.
Attraction, again, remember the pendulum. The law of pendulum is this: when the pendulum is moving to the right, remember, it's not only moving to the right, it's gathering enough momentum to move to the left. When it is moving to the left, it's not only moving towards the left, it's gathering enough momentum to come to the right.
Yeah.
So attraction will very soon become
Dislike.
dislike.
Yeah.
The like, what I'm attracted to, very soon I will lose that attraction. Why? Because mind will oscillate like a pendulum. Does it mean that I go and find someone who I dislike so that later on I'll start liking?
No.
No, it
That's
doesn't
the
work
other
that
extreme
way.
end of it, yeah.
That's the other extreme.
Mm,
If this is one kind of foolishness, that's another kind of foolishness.
right.
Then what is the right way? Yeah, there has to be an attraction, granted. Then there has to be some basic compatibility in terms of lifestyle, in terms of culture, the socio-economic things. Then 70-80% it will be successful.
70-80%.
Marriage. Now there are always exceptions to this.
Yeah, yeah.
There are always exceptions. But then we also understand exceptions don't make the rule. We can't take a few exceptions
Mm,
and make the rule. Like for example, I always give this as a joke. Only in the movie it will happen where the most beautiful, in the context of Indian movies it is.
Bollywood,
Really,
yeah.
I really don't watch these movies a lot because I don't understand English that much.
Mhm.
So I don't watch these movies.
You're speaking amazing English. Yeah.
That's great.
I don't want.
You sound more clarified than like a white person in America. You sound more cohesive than our president, actually.
So I watch a lot of that Indian
Yeah.
movie stuff. I say, I said, the most beautiful, richest girl in the town will fall for the most poorest person in the street can happen only in the movie.
Right. Always happens in
reality,
Bollywood films.
Always,
They make the broke guys think they have a chance. Yeah.
Always it happens.
I know.
Always
never
it
work.
happens. It will never work in reality.
So,
There may be a
interesting.
few exceptions.
There might be exceptions.
There are few exceptions, but those exceptions don't make the
The rule.
rule. So I'm talking about the rule that works for 70-80%.
The 30% is just what happens because of
Happens
life.
yeah, because
Yeah.
of various other factors we
Yeah.
don't, which we don't understand. Therefore,
Right.
so we can only make the rule according to the
Majority.
majority.
Yeah.
Exceptions are always there, and if we start making rules to the exceptions, then it will be utterly chaotic.
Yeah. It's
Like-
arbitrary.
Like they happen. Like the
Right.
most okay. Second thing that I talk about the movies is the richest person is always a bad person, and everybody will want to become rich.
Right.
A good person means poor.
Mm.
A poor good person and a rich bad guy. The movies they all. I
So
said,
make
We see, yeah.
I said you continuously watch it,
Yeah.
you get into a conditioning.
Yeah.
But then you come out, you understand that's not real.
Right.
That's why I always say why movies are shown in a dark room is because it's unreal.
Yeah.
It's unreal. When you come out, you should understand that You went there for time pass, not to learn a lesson of how to live.
Yeah.
You went there for time pass.
A little enjoyment.
You wanted to. You are so bored sitting by yourself, not knowing what to do. You go for a movie. No, you watch that. You give it an entertainment value. You laugh at it. You enjoy that. You clap. All that is fine. But learning a life lesson from that is disastrous.
So you're telling me
Not a
It
smart
doesn't work
decision.
that way.
So you're telling me Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum is fake? Can't happen? I can't do it. It's a Bollywood film.
Yeah,
You know
it's a
what I'm talking
movie.
about.
Yeah, it can happen there.
It can't happen in the streets of Los Angeles.
Yes, you
It's world building.
in the real life.
Yeah.
In the real life, you never see it happening.
Yeah.
Very rarely it happens. But then what happens by continuously watching it, the human mind start developing
Yeah.
It is possible.
Hopes.
Maybe. Yeah.
expectations,
Right,
irresponsible things. It starts believing.
Yeah, I
It
agree.
starts believing that it is possible. It's possible. It's possible.
You're clashing cultures.
Yes.
It-
It gets
Yeah.
very confusing. And then when they get into life and when they see it, they feel so inferior and then, oh my God, a lot of a confusion starts.
So you mentioned you've been married a long time.
Yes.
How do you keep the love alive?
Yes.
Is it possible to
Yes.
still be in love all these years?
Yeah.
It is possible.
Ask him how my wife, he was there with me for a while.
Okay. Yeah. How was it?
Ask him, I'm
What do they do?
25 years
What's
of
their love
marriage.
life like? Yeah.
Yeah, 25 years of marriage. How my wife is very respectful and affectionate and all that. Ask him.
Yeah. Is he telling the truth or what?
They're very, very. He's not as affectionate, but he's affectionate in his own way. She's extremely affectionate.
So it's opposites, you know.
Yeah.
She's very expressive
Super.
and I am not expressive. But then we
match.
Yeah, and we understand each other. I always say, married, 25 years, same wife.
Same way.
That's
In
a
the
big
beginning,
accomplishment, yeah.
This abundance of affection, did
Yes.
it bother you?
No,
It never bothered you.
no. Because
Mm-hmm.
for
You're
her,
getting a little nervous there, man.
to show that
You're a little
abundance of
nervous.
affection took 2-3 years.
Took 2-3 years.
Yes, it took 2-3 years for her to even, because by the time we get to know,
Yes. Okay. Got it.
one type of culture is first get married and then love.
Then love.
Another is
Right.
first love and then get married.
What was your case?
I said I'll
First
get married first and then
And then
love the
fall.
person that I married.
Tell because okay, this is a very interesting concept, and
We talk about this
we
a
talk
lot.
about this a lot. What's it like? This is I talk to so many people about this all the time.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Maybe too much. And I'm not married. I don't have no idea. But I do have some trouble sometimes. It's a little scary to think about marrying somebody without loving them first.
Yes.
How do you get over that fear
Fear.
that we
Yes.
talked about in the beginning?
Yeah.
Because it might happen to me. I don't
Love
know.
can happen.
Yeah,
Okay.
soon, maybe. I don't know.
Love at first sight is movie stuff.
Not real.
Not real. It doesn't.
Preach.
Attraction can happen at first sight. Physical attraction can happen at first sight, which is purely a juvenile teenage stuff. That is.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's very, very.
For kids.
It's not wrong, but it's okay for the kids to do that. When the kids in the schools get attracted, it is a sheer. It is the sheer physical attraction.
Yeah.
Now, that physical attraction should not be misunderstood as love. So, in order to love a person, you need to spend time with that person.
Yes.
Once you spend time with that person, which is what they say nowadays as we are dating, we are together, we are trying to understand each other. Now, we have a different set of marrying. What? You try to find out about each other, having found out the limitations of the other. I must have the courage to say, yes, I'm okay with it. That's what marriage does. When I knew the limitations of the other, when my wife finds the limitations in me, I'm not a perfect person. She is not a perfect person. I have limitations. She has limitations. When we find out about the limitations of each other, are we going to move away because of the limitations? If I'm going to move away because of the limitations, I have to move away from everybody, because everybody will have some limitations or the other. Forget about the others. Can I move away from myself because of my limitation? I cannot. Am I not accepting myself because of my limitations? I have certain limitations, and I'm accepting myself because when I am able to accept myself because of it, what makes it difficult to accept the other? Therefore, the concept of first get married and then love, what it will do is, when the limitations is exposed, you will be having the strength to say, because of that limitations, I am not going to move away from a commitment, because it's commitment to lifetime.
You already committed to it.
Yes. So it's not about love and then marry. Marriage is a commitment. When I'm committed, what does commitment means? In spite of the limitations, I should be together. Supposing if I say, oh, I see certain faults, because of the fault I can't be with that person, and she sees certain faults in me, and then she says, because of this fault I cannot be with you. I said, okay, I will see some fault in my children. Can I divorce the children and go? I see some fault in my parents. Can I say you are not my parent anymore? Why only in a particular relationship we are doing it, when we cannot do it in every other relationships? Is very, I said, this is where humanity doesn't think.
Right.
It's interesting. I think I agree with that, right? Because if you fall in love with somebody
Yes.
and let's say you spend time with them, you go on vacations, and you find out some things
Yes.
about them,
Yes.
you can easily just part ways because there's
Yes.
no commitment attached.
Yes.
So the degree of separation increases.
Degree of separation increase.
Right.
Because first time I see a fault and I separate, when I go to the next person,
Yeah.
even before I commit to the other person, I start looking for the fault.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Commit first.
the divorce rates of the second marriage is much higher than the divorce rates of the first marriage.
Yeah.
It's not the second marriage is staying. Second marriage also divorces.
Yeah.
But then if you look at the divorce rates of the second marriage, it should be very less, no?
Right.
But then statistically, it is much more.
Right.
Why? Because
It's easier.
I found out that
Already
because-
done it.
Yeah, because if I see a fault, I will separate.
Mm-hmm.
If I see a limitation, I will separate. Straight away, I will start looking for the fault in the other. And if I want to look into the fault of the other, there are 100 faults that I can find out about everybody.
Yeah.
Like I am sitting here and talking for the last 1 hour, you could have found 100 faults in me.
Mm.
The way that I am sitting, the accent that I am using, my grammar, me pausing at the most awkward moment where there should not be a pause.
Your grammar is pretty good though. Grammar is good.
So other is not good.
I like that. I like the grammar. Yeah.
The pause, not the pause.
Dramatic pauses.
Yeah.
Dramatic pauses.
They're
I give.
good though in
I do.
explaining.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do it.
Intentionally.
No, intentionally, I do.
Oh,
I
it's
say-
intentional.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I just developed it because I say, and then pause in a moment where everybody expects me to
Yeah.
continue.
God.
Tell them-
Something clicks because I want to
Right.
communicate.
Yeah.
That's human attention span too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're listening this whole time. Okay, go, but then a pause. Whoa, what happened?
What happened?
Yeah.
It's powerful. Yeah.
Do you feel people don't take words serious enough? Because Western culture, I mean, marriage in general, right? You hear these words like "till death do us part." You hear words like in richness and in poor, in wealth and in and people still divorce, right? It's
Yeah.
like these words are meaningless almost.
Yes.
And so is it that people aren't considering these words as that they hold weight?
They are not considering these words as something important to hold on to. These words are used more as a decorative piece. It is like this. I always give this example to explain this. I give this example. When you go to buy coffee in Starbucks, they will draw a heart and give
Yeah.
in the coffee. The heart
Oh,
has
yeah, on
got
top of it,
nothing
yeah.
to do with enhancing the taste of the coffee.
They're playing with my feelings, man.
Yeah,
That's
loves
all.
hearts.
That's all. Just that thing
loves
there.
it.
That's all. Now that is so. Now the values have become more like the decorative piece,
Yeah, yeah.
which is good to be politically correct, but not having a conviction on that.
There's no conviction.
There's no conviction on that.
Because we say it so much.
Yes, because we say
It's
it so much.
overdone.
Yeah, overdone. We say it so much and we don't mean it. And we are most of the time we want to be politically correct, just to ensure that I'm also sounding like one.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work like.
I have a personal question, and you don't have to answer.
Yes.
When you first got married,
Yes.
did you guys ever say "I love you" to each other during the course of the marriage? How does that work? Like
25 years till now, I have never told my wife I love you.
no way.
I have never told her I love you.
Wow. And has she told you?
No,
No.
no.
Why is
She has
that?
never told me I
Wow.
love you. She has never told me I love you. And if I tell her I love you, she will turn back and say, "Why are you saying this?"
How dare you say you love me?
Yeah, she will turn back and say, "Why?"
Whoa.
Because it is implied. We show the love in action.
That's good.
We show the love in action.
Wow.
They say in why don't you guys hold hands and walk?
Right.
They
Yeah.
ask, why don't you guys hold hands and walk, rub against each other constantly and walk? I said,
Lovey
see,
dovey. Yeah.
I said, see, we show our love in private, we are cultured in public.
Hmm.
Okay.
Say, we show our love in privacy, we are cultured in public. Here, the opposite of it is love is shown in public and no culture inside.
Well, what if a couple just wants to express their love? They're
That's
just
okay.
that's fine. Yeah.
That's okay. I'm not the standard. I'm not saying I am the standard. I'm saying
This will work for you.
most like for example, every conversation, every phone call you end, I love you. You don't have to say that. We'll never say that. Number
Yeah.
one. Second thing that we also don't say is for each and everything we will not keep saying thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. It's true. I've noticed that. Yeah.
We will not say that.
We don't ever say thank you.
Yeah, we will not say
yeah,
thank you.
selectively.
Yeah, but then
You
we
save your
will-
life, you'll
we
say
will
thank
not
you,
say
yeah.
thank you. I'll say, you bring a cup of coffee. Why do you have to say thank you? You bring the. Why? I said now. These emotions should be shown in actions.
Yeah.
Right.
In the way that you live life and the way that you take care responsibly, your affection is shown. Your thankfulness is shown. You don't show it by words.
Yeah.
Because once you say it by words, you feel a satisfaction that you have already done it. That's why we say no. It should not be expressed in words. It should be expressed in action.
I have a belief. I believe, like you said, words have meaning, right? So if you say something, then you probably feel like you've done it.
Yes.
But I'm a believer that I'm a man of my word, right? So if I say something, I have to do it.
Yes.
So what do you believe about saying something if you know you're going to